Right, okay, the wife told me it's going to be a little speech, so that's out the window. First of all, can all the players come up, please? This is not all of them, some of them missing actually tonight. We actually play in the Midland Junior Premier League on the Saturday morning, so hence why we've got so many. It's a hard league to play in. It involves a lot of travelling, but you know they compete. They want to play football. They understand that you can't just turn up every week and expect to get a shirt. They have to battle for the team. And I think at the end of this, we just had some trials this week. We had 34 players at trials. I have to dwindle it down, and unfortunately some players have to go, and that's part and parcel of football, unfortunately. But this season they've been fantastic. Hasn't been the best of seasons on the field. Off the field again, it's been a fantastic season. We've had 3 players, one's joined Port Vale, one's joined Burton Albion, one joined Wolverhampton Wanderers. We've had 2 players on trial at other clubs. So there is a progression from us to the next level, and that's what our idea is, to move on to the next level. Our idea is not to be here to win things, and our idea is to pass them on, move them on to the next level, and hopefully they go on to be better footballers. But this season they had a great start to the season. The first 14 games they only lost 2 games. They sat 3rd in the league at Christmas, and then it all went wrong. We lost the academy players, we had a couple of injuries. Danny received a broken collarbone, Cameron broke his arm, and then we just dwindled towards the end of the season. We only won 2 of our last 11 games, but overall it wasn't a bad season. 9 of these players played to the county this season. Inside the county side there was another 4 players that actually played for us last season, so out of the 16 squad that was quite good for the county. So it has been a very, very good season, and we progress next year to under 16s, and then hopefully under 18s and the reserves, and then we move on from there. So it's been a fantastic season, so well done lads. Just a few thank yous before we move on to the awards. Obviously Gordon, Gary and Gerd have obviously spoken about. They do a fantastic job for the club. They're here for meetings every month that we have to turn up for. They don't run a club, they just take their own time, so thank you for that lads. So moving on, just got sponsors to thank. MGZ Sanders sponsor the club. We've also had Hodgkiss Air Supplies that sponsor us. So we've had a lot of sponsorship. And obviously when you play in the MJPL, every home game costs us over £100. So we have to play 10 home games minimum, so there's £1,000 before we start. So sponsorship is a massive thing in the Midland Junior Premier League. And then we go as far as Oxford away on a Saturday morning, so there's a massive lot of travelling. So big respect to the parents that have to get up and get on there. So thanks to all the parents that put out the time and put the effort in to get these kids wherever we're playing. Obviously there's 2 linesmen that do a job for me week in, week out. Some people say we only pick them because the dads do the line, but that's not true. So thanks to Mike and Ian that do a great job doing the lines, but I know it's a thankless task, but it's a great job. And then finally there's Neil Kitchen, who's had a big input in for me this season, give me help, and the first team we worked alongside them, trained alongside them this season. And Neil every week comes over to me and just keeps saying to me, can I have your goals, can I have your goals? So Neil, you owe us quite a bit of money this season for having half our goals during training. So but thanks to everybody for this season for the help. Moving on to the awards. If we could give awards out to every player, I'd give one to every player, but it's hard to give out player awards, and I'm still undecided on my award tonight because they have been a fantastic bunch. They're a great bunch to coach. We have a great laugh on the field, off the field, and we have a great command. The music in the change room is absolutely dire, and I'm sure one of the parents commentated saying that in 10 years time they won't be singing this at karaoke, but I'd like them not knowing this lot, they probably will be. But if we move on to the first award, which is Parents Player of the Year. Again, this player's had a fantastic season. He's been with us now for a couple of seasons. He came from an academy. He's been the rock of the defence this season, and we had a vote for who would be captain of the season next season, and he won it by a landslide. So this season's Parents Player of the Year is Karen Purell. If we move on to my award, as I said, it could go to a lot of players, but it's not just on the field that it has to be taken into consideration. It has to be taken what they do off the field, whether they turn up for training, whether they turn up when we're not playing, and they come and watch matches. And this one player is always in our ear, what can I do better, what can I do? And if he's not playing, he'll say to me, what could I have done, or have I been dropped? And he's one of the first ones at training, he's the last one to shake the hand. We have a little bit of a pink shirt award for the worst trainer. He's won it a couple of times this season, but and his shooting is a bit diabolical that time. But he's scored a few goals, he's improving, but he gets the brunt of the jokes. And so this year's Manager's Player of the Year is Fred Swindles. And then the final award is always the award every player wants to win. It's your own accolades off your own players. And it was difficult this year. It was really close between 2-3 of them. But this player, leading goal scorer, does a job for me. He's been outstanding. He plays in midfield and plays on the wing or play up front. And his work rate is second to none. He was run close to leading goal scorer as well, because he was one player that came to us a bit late, and I think if he come a little bit after the start of the season, he could have pushed him all the way. But Players Player of the Year is Lewis Salmon. That's where you finished, and don't forget that, we've got a match in the morning.